Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a geo failover using the new gitlab-ctl geo promote command. So to start this, I've just shown I've got my geo deployment here. So this is the primary site currently, and I've got my secondary site. We can go into the admin console just to check on the current replication status. So here you can see that both our sites are healthy and replication is up to date, where there's something to be replicated. My primary is currently Europe West 1 and my secondary is Europe West 2. So the first stage is just to disable the primary. You can do this by blocking the firewall and stopping all the services on the GitLab nodes. But for this demo, I'm just going to be turning everything off. So I'm just going to turn off everything here for the primary site. So that'll just take 30 seconds or so before it's done. But that's fine. The next stage is to now run the geo promote command on the secondary site. So we need to start running this on some of the nodes. We can do this simultaneously on a lot of nodes. And I'll show you those now. I've got a terminal already open, connected to a bunch of the nodes that we need to do. So we have our gitlab nodes. So in this deployment, I've got 3 of those. We've got our Postgres nodes, which are all running a Patroni cluster. So again, I've got 3 of those. And then we've got our Sidekick nodes, and we've got 4 of those. So we can run the gitlab-ctl geo promote command. Here, it'll just ask us if that's what we want to do. We can say before, we can just say yes. So you can see now it's done the promotion and it's just doing a reconfigure as part of that. So some of them are quicker than others. So you can see our 3 gitlab nodes are all done. Our Sidekick nodes at the bottom are all done as well. And the database nodes are just going now. That's one done. So you can see the new state of the cluster. So we've got our 3 nodes, which were all our secondary. We've now got a leader and 2 replicas. Before, this would have been a standby leader. So that's a good sign that it's working as expected. Okay, so that's all of those done. So I say all of those can be run simultaneously. The only thing that we do need to run separately or afterwards is our GitLab Rails nodes. But we can again run all those. So in this deployment, I've got 3 GitLab Rails nodes, which I'm just connected to all 3 here. And again, we can now run the promote command here. We also just need to run gitlab-ctl restart. We just need to restart the services on the Rails node afterwards. So again, we just get asked for that if you want to proceed. To start the command. Okay, so that's our promotion commands completed on the Rails nodes now. So the command on the Rails nodes can just take a couple of minutes longer as well. With we do the service restart, the site will be down just for another 30 seconds to a minute while it comes back up. So now we can go back over to our GitLab instance. So here is now this was our old primary, so I can just, that's been turned off, so I can refresh. You can see it's just spinning. It's not actually going to load because there's now nothing there anymore. Our secondary was Europe West 2, which is IP 114.20, which is now here. So I can now sign into this site. And you can see now it's no longer behaving as a secondary. I can create a new project. So here's our new project with its repository. We can go over to the admin geo section, and we can see that the primary site is now Europe West 2. It's the correct IP address, and there's no secondary site. So that's the secondary site has now been promoted, is working independently, and is ready to act as a primary.